We first come on, we try to be older than we are. Then later, we want to be younger than we are.
I always think it's better to put your age up, and then people say you look good for your age. Conchita serving in the opening game.
Well, it's a nice way to get on the board with a winner on the first point. Lindsay coming out with big shots from the start. She hits a very heavy ball, really hard to defend, especially if you can't move as well as normally.
It's funny the characteristics that some players get as they get older, and Conchita's ball toss seems to be getting lower and lower with age.
She has changed her serve action quite a bit. Now you see her, she puts her arm up even before she serves. And the toss has gotten lower and off to the left. She used to have a really good kick serve, and now it's really just a slice. Already a break point for Lindsay Davenport.
And Lindsay claims the break. 1-love, first set. So the world's number one off to a good start, breaking in the opening game.
And Lindsay really pushing back Conchita Martinez already. She's got so much pace on the ball, hits it so deep. You'll see she's hitting inside the baseline, and Conchita's 6 feet behind the baseline, right inside the line. Another ball right on the line. And when Lindsay gets going, she's a hard one to stop. She really is a locomotive coming at you. She's got so much pace on the ball. It's a heavy ball. She doesn't seem to be swinging that hard, but it's really coming fast at you, keeping you on your heels.
Yeah, she has those beautiful, long, graceful swings. The racket accelerates gently. You're not so aware of the hit, but it's a solid hit off both sides. Takes the ball early. She grew up playing on hard surfaces, whereas Conchita grew up playing on clay, so was more inclined to let the ball bounce and fall a little. Lindsay not well last week and forced to withdraw with bronchitis, and still a little chesty, a little coughing in the hallways has been overheard, because I know somebody overheard it and went and bet on Conchita as a result.
Oh, no.
A little bit of knowledge is a very dangerous thing.
That's exactly right. That's a very bad bet. Conchita has only beaten Lindsay the last 5 years once, and that was on a default at the French Open. So Lindsay's looking very, very solid since, let me see, since 1999. 1998 was the last time that Conchita beat Lindsay Davenport.
Davenport.
To love, Lindsay leads.
Quiet, please. Watch out for the new season of Better Homes and Gardens with your new host, Joanna Griggs. Time, Friday nights, with the whole weekend ahead of you.
Oh, I wish my gardener looked like that. Conchita serving. Former world's number 2. Played a total of 15 times over a 10-year span. Conchita actually leads 8-7.
You'll notice during the match, Conchita has a funny habit of taking the same ball that she just won the point with when she is serving. If she won the point, she wants the same ball. If she lost the point, she takes a different ball. Very peculiar.
A little comment from Lindsay, which wasn't perfect. Just getting too much of that ball. The next match on court, Leighton Hewitt against Arnaud Clement. Arnaud's played in 3 tournaments in Australia, played Leighton each time. Following error, and Conchita is on the board, but Lindsay leads 2 games to 1.
I feel better now, so much better now. Better than ever we're together now. I feel alive, yeah, another life. Feels right, day and night, we're together now. I feel better, oh, so much better now. I feel so better.
Everybody hurts sometime, and the unexpected does happen. So while it's great to look after your health, it's even better to look after your health cover.
I feel better now.
New Nivea Deodorant Fresh. Get ready for a fresh new fragrance. In a formula that's refreshingly effective and as caring as ever. New Nivea Deodorant Fresh.
There's one thing he should have thought of before he stole his best friend's car.
Robbie, look, you cannot do this.
Want a bet?
And what if something happens?
It won't.
Home and away tomorrow.
World's number 1, Lindsay Davenport, against Conchita Martinez, former Wimbledon champion, former world's number 2. There's a lot of history. A A lot of water has passed under the bridge between these two, but the last few occasions they've met, it's been Lindsay Davenport quite comfortably. And Lindsay had an interesting year. Didn't win a Grand Slam last year, but ended up world's #1 in a changing world for women's tennis. She would be the standard by which others are now judged, and there's a lot coming up for judging, aren't they?
Absolutely.
And a couple of Australians.
Oops, the umpire already called the score. The umpire already called the score. So that would have meant that she agreed with the call. It was a late call because it's a second serve.
Go! 15 low.
Lindsay has just the most beautiful, placid nature, rarely gets perturbed, but is a very solid competitor.
Lindsay's 6'2.5" tall and very solid, in really good shape. She's lost some weight about 7 or 8 years ago. She's in really good shape, and she just hits a, I keep saying heavy ball. It's just the ball carries. Very hard to defend.
Always hard for a tall person.
15-30.
Got to move in and get down low to the volley.
I was surprised she took this ball and came in on it. That's because she's so tall, it's a long way to go down, especially, again, getting under the ball when your opponent hits a slice ball. When people miss that volley, it's always in the net. They don't miss it long. The slice pushes the ball down, so you really have to exaggerate to get under the ball. And when you're that tall, it's a long way to Tipperary.
Now Conchita with a break back point.
That's a bad error, and Conchita knows it. Second serve, you have to get the ball back. She wasn't pushed back, really. She did the dance by herself going backwards and didn't hit the ball high enough or deep enough. Break point, you gotta get the ball in play. Unless you're attacking, trying to hit a winner, but that was an error when she wasn't really doing anything except trying to get the ball in play.
One of the factors in players as they mature or age that they may become a little tentative and less aggressive in crucial situations. When players are younger, they go for things. And that was an error on the conservative side.
Better playing from Martinez, at least made Lindsay hit another ball, but Lindsay just had too much pace on this backhand. big deep forehand. That's how she got Martinez in trouble. That's this one bounce. And usually people hit that overhead after the bounce cross court. It's a safer ball to hit it cross court. The net is the lowest then. So 2 break points saved.
Davenport.
Good patience by Davenport, again pushing Martinez way back in the behind the baseline. This shot very safe, 2-3 feet inside the sideline, and Conchita nowhere near it because she's so far behind the baseline she can't cover the court, and still breathing hard.
Davenport leads 3 games to 1.
Beautifully structured point, dominating from the back of the court. And Conchita doing the great majority of the running, the great majority of the heavy breathing, really finding it hard work at this early stage. 1-3.
Well, Lindsay missed that one, but she's in total control of the points, really. Conchita rolling the forehand, slicing the backhand, which the slice gives a lot of trouble to players normally, but Lindsay's getting down really low, well for the slice ball, not giving her any trouble at all. And Conchita's way behind the baseline.
15-all.
The weight of that shot, it was back on top of Conchita before she had virtually finished her follow through, forced a half volley. Really time pressured.
There's Conchita. She wants that same ball that she just played the point with, see?
Give me my lucky ball.
Oh, yeah, she thinks it's lucky. The ball says, oh, no, don't hit me again. You just played a point. Get another one.
There's been some very notable players who've been superstitious. Bjorn Borg, when he had his run of wins at Wimbledon, stayed in the same hotel in the same room, and that room was denied to him the 6th year, and he lost in the final.
I didn't know that. Yeah, he drove the same way to Wimbledon.
No! 13-14.
Conchita really in trouble here. Down a break point to go down 2 breaks early in this first set. That would really be, the set would be as good as over if she loses this point.
Game Davenport.
And there's the second break. Lindsay Davenport leading 4-1, first set.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find yourself.
Beautiful evening here in Melbourne. Record crowds on the opening day and people still pouring in to the Rod Laver Arena.
Thank you.
A lovely summer's day. Not too hot. Although maybe Lindsay Davenport just a little bit too hot for Conchita Martinez to this stage of the match. 4-1. Lindsay serving.
Oh, Conchita took a guess on that shot, guessed right, then ripped the backhand past Lindsay. See, Conchita had to guess, and then took her time with it. So often when you guess right, you get so excited, and then you overhit the shot. But she took her time on that one. And that backhand passing shot was Conchita Martinez's first winner of the match. That's how much Lindsay has been dominating from the baseline, just pushing Martinez behind the baseline 10 feet or more. Lindsay's inside the baseline. No chance. No chance for Martinez from there. Lindsay would have to beat herself. And world's number ones don't do that very often.
Conchita just trying to keep the ball extra deep, and in doing so pushing the ball over the baseline again, because she knows as soon as she drops the ball short, Lindsay will attack without mercy. She seems a nice girl, but she's pretty heartless out there.
Not on the court. She's mean as a snake. No, she's a very, very calm and cool and collected. You know, like you said, she just sort of goes about her business on the court, off the court. She's the same. Yeah, but she beats you to a pulp on the court.
40-15.
And she plays a very measured aggression. 2 points for a 5-1 lead.
Game Davenport.
Lindsay leads 5-1 first set.
And first 4-man winner for Conchita Martinez in the match. She got on the offensive in that rally, got Lindsay on the back foot with the slice. And now Lindsay was doing the guessing for a change.
Some very quick moving for a 32-year-old from outside of the single sideline. She had to move in and across to cover that cross-court backhand, the obvious pass in the circumstances, and volleyed beautifully into the open court, virtually on the line.
30-15.
Oh, that return is so deep. I mean, Conchita just finishes the stroke, and the ball is at her feet again. Davenport has so much depth on her shot from the get-go. That's too good. Davenport getting on the offensive with the down the lines. And, you know, when you play her, you don't feel like she's doing anything spectacular. She's not hitting any fantastic shots, but she's just pushes you back, and now you have to guess. And, you know, you come off the court, it's like, what happened? And you lost 6-1, 6-1, and you don't feel like your opponent did anything fantastic, but you got whooped. Or whipped.
What was that?
That was a wrong shot selection. I think Lindsay thought she could get the ball when it was higher above the net, but Conchita just sliced it just where it just barely got over the net. She couldn't get on top of the ball. See, she was so close to the net.
We have a politician and a dance champion called Pauline Hanson in this country, and she would have said, please explain, having seen that volley. It's a bit of an aberration.
Well, what I know about Pauline Hanson, she needs to explain some things she's said in the past, but let's not go there.
She danced very well in our Dancing with the Stars competition last year.
Of course she danced well. All politicians dance. That's what they do. Usually it's just verbal.
Oh, they do the sidestep.
Exactly. Set point for Davenport. Cruising to an easy first set win here.
(6-1). Davenport wins. Welcome back to Rod Laver Arena.
Thank you.
The second day of the Australian Open, the 100th edition.
About time we got to the century.
We're a young country. I remember somebody playing here 30 years ago.
Be quiet.
15 low.
It's a 17-year-old losing in the final to an Australian icon, Yvonne Goolagong. What a player. Wonder whatever happened to her.
Well, that's back-to-back aces by Davenport. Are you talking about Yvonne Goolagong, or are you talking about her opponent?
Her opponent.
Oh, I think she's sitting next to you, darling.
Little girl from Prague.
Look at that beautiful motion by Lindsay. She makes it look easy. Likes that T serve. That's her favorite serve out when she's out in the ad court.
30-15.
Great thing about Lindsay, when she misses, she doesn't miss by much.
No, she's very accurate with her ground strokes. Again, she gets set up for her shots. She doesn't go for broke. She just hits at about 85-90%. So when she misses, it's by inches.
14-15.
And not a huge serve, 170 kilometers an hour, but well placed. She hits her serve really deep, or she pulls it out wide in the deuce court here. She likes to slice it out wide when it's a tight point.
Game Davenport.
More heavy hitting.
First second set.
These are the highlights from the first set.
Well, Lindsay just really dominating from the baseline. Look where Conchita Martinez is staying. She's too far back. She has to cover so much court. And Lindsay just wrong-footing her. Martinez has to guess where to go. And that's not going to win. Davenport just too steady from the baseline. Too much pace and depth. And Martinez has to do a lot of running. And, of course, Martinez has been twitching a little bit with the taping. I don't think she's very comfortable with the tape job, and who knows how much it's affecting her movement. I'm sorry to say, but this match is over.
Long 15.
But stay with us and learn from this. Lindsay Davenport gets so set really well. See how she stays over the ball. Great follow through.
Long 13.
Clever shot by Martinez, but she missed it, and she's on her heels in a big way here.
She does have very clever hands, but just pushing that ball a bit wide and maybe just tensing up a little bit with things going against her as they are. Love 40.
Game, Davenport. Davenport leads 2 games total.
Lindsay just playing flawless tennis, doesn't seem to be bothered by the bronchitis that she suffered from the time she arrived in Australia last week. She was forced to withdraw from the Sydney event. Very happy with the Tuesday start here.
Well, finally another winner for Conchita, but you know, it's just not going to be enough. I mean, Lindsay Davenport just got wrong-footed there, didn't expect that shot. But really, you feel like it's just a matter of time before Lindsay pulls away even further.
That's un-Lindsay-like, isn't it?
Serving volley. I haven't seen her do that in a long time. It's a good idea, serving out wide and coming in. But this is not a good idea, hitting the line drive volley. If she just hit a normal backhand slice volley, which she hits very well, she would have won that point. Oh, and Davenport sometimes comes around too hard with her right foot and puts it on the baseline.
I'd venture to say that the only way that Conchita can have any chance is to really start going for it, taking risks.
I think you're right, Jay. But that's not her game. You know, she's too far behind the baseline to go for it. She would have to step up and take the ball early, and that's just not her style. And this is the third time she's tried to hit a drop shot, and she's about a meter behind the baseline. Even if you hit it well, it takes so long for the ball to get over the net that anybody's going to get it. Lindsay certainly is going to get there and put it away. And she's missed them all into the net because she's just too far back. And Davenport not bothered by the slice.
Look long for me.
And Martinez questioning that ball, and it definitely was out. It's a good thing the umpire didn't overrule because it was the right call. Conchita's hoping.
And Lindsay goes up 3-love in the second set. It's the number 1 seed, number 1 player in the world, playing just like you would expect and having no mercy on Conchita Martinez, a player who she's played against some 15 times over 11 years. She's playing for one more thing. She wants to even the score. She's trailing their head-to-heads 8-7.
So now if Davenport wins, it certainly looks like she will. It will be 8-8, and that's when Conchita should quit. So she can't play her again. So she can at least say, well, I beat her as many times as she beat me. Lindsay Davenport looking very comfortable, very confident, and very healthy. Even if she's coughing once in a while.
Conchita saying that is embarrassing.
You speak Spanish, John?
No, she said it in English.
Oh, she did? I couldn't hear.
15-13.
And Martinez needs to show some fight. You know, there's a way to lose and there's a way to lose, and this is not the way to go out in front of this big a crowd. These people came to watch a good match and at least give a good effort, and Conchita is just throwing in the towel. Of course, easier said than done. Lindsay Davenport is a hard one to stop when she gets rolling.
Davenport.
There's nowhere to hide.
Quiet, please.
Be a tasty little show. Lindsay serving. 4-love.
And Lindsay Davenport on a serious roll. The first 5 games of the match, she had 10 unforced errors. The next 6 games, she's only had 3 more. And now she has more winners than unforced errors. She is on a serious roll.
30-15.
And you'd imagine in the men's locker room right now, maybe a couple of players just about suited up and ready to go, and Leighton Hewitt and Arnaud Clement coming up next.
It was a heavy second serve. Lindsay serving the first serve between 165 to 170 without any effort. Second serve this time was like 150. That's most people's first serve, and she just got on the offensive right away. Martinez has no chance.
Another serve volley for a 5-love lead in the second set.
Davenport leads 5 games to row.
So Lindsay Davenport, a flawless display similar to Roger Federer and Andy Roddick in their opening matches, dominating, an air of confidence, and on the night just too strong to this point for Conchita Martinez. Love 5.
And this is a dismembering. Lindsay Davenport making it look really easy. It's not this easy. Conchita Martinez is still a heck of a player, but Lindsay just dissecting her here, winning more than twice as many points as Martinez for the night, which is a total domination. And I think Conchita just wants to get off this court.
Low for 38.
And I think one reason Conchita is further back behind the baseline than she used to be is because she is slower, so she gives herself a little more time to hit the ball, get to the ball and get it back. But with Lindsay inside the baseline hitting such heavy balls, she has no chance. But of course she can't change the strategy. That's how she's playing nowadays. Lindsay Davenport looking extremely sharp. She'll be hard to beat in this tournament.
Low 40.
Turn out lights.
Well, after just 46 minutes, Lindsay Davenport, the #1 player in the world, has 3 match points.
And she's been 5 of 5 in break points. And looking to make it 6 of 6. Nope.
40.
It'll be 6 of 7 or 6 of 8 if she wins one of these 2 points. Well, that's the kind of defense we're used to seeing from Conchita, but Lindsay really could have done more with that volley over there. This one she's just defending, and now she has to guess. And Conchita took her time with that shot. A little more fire in that point from Martinez. Where has it been?
Game 7 match, Davenport. 6-1, 6-1.
Well, that was total annihilation by Davenport. And she perhaps wanted a little more of a match than this, but, you know, that's nice to get off the court, and now she can look forward to her next match. And Conchita Martinez must be wondering how much longer she'll be playing tennis.
It's her 15th appearance here at the Australian. She is a former finalist in 1998, a semi-finalist in 95. She's had her share of good times here, but this certainly wasn't one, and this may be the last time we see this great Spanish champion appreciated here tonight, but certainly not at her best. And she would have needed to have been, because Lindsay Davenport, 28 years of age, the world's #1 ranked player, is playing as you would expect a #1 in the world to play flawlessly in this opening round, despite being hampered with illness coming into the event. And she will now talk to Craig Willis.
Lindsay, just terrific to see you here. I know that perhaps there was some doubt, and we'll just work on the system here for everyone. That's better. Take 2. Lindsay, great to see you here. There was some doubt. I know that in Sydney you had to pull out with bronchitis. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, I was feeling much better. 5 days off and really got to get over whatever infection I had, and was really happy to be able to come out here and play. I felt yesterday and today I was at 100%, and that's the most important thing for me, and just really happy. You know, I've played Conchita a lot of times in our career, and just was a good match to get through and win easily.
John Alexander and Martina are commentating on your match tonight on the 7 Network, and they're saying that was the performance that we've seen so far from some of the men, like the Roddick's and the Sappins and those guys. I mean,
I wish.
but you just dominated. And you know, Conchita can be tough.
Yeah, she can. She's given me a lot of trouble. I think she was bothered by some injuries too tonight, but no, it's important for me to play consistent and feel healthy, and I felt like I did that, and I just hope I can play well for 2 weeks, and that's my goal if you're here.
And I'll bet you the other goal is to be here in a couple of days' time playing in the final in that #1 ranking.
Well, playing for the title, great. At this point, they can probably take the #1 ranking. I would gladly take another Australian Open title over that.
Well, you've been a wonderful campaigner here. Good luck. It's a bit of a way to go. But Lindsay Davenport through tonight here on Rod Laver Arena.
Well, Lindsay happy and confident with the easy win. Here are the highlights.
Well, it was really just a highlight reel for Lindsay Davenport, just really dominating from the baseline, playing cat and mouse with Martinez, and you know, making so many more winners than Martinez, winning so many more points. I mean, she just ran her over. She was a runaway train tonight.
Taking the ball early, hitting it at the top of the bounce or before the top of the bounce. She's got that beautiful ability to hit down the line or across court with equal aggression off both sides. And Conchita simply couldn't cover the court. And here are the statistics. A very solid win statistically also for Lindsay Davenport. 4 aces, none for Conchita. More winners from the backhand and the forehand. More points, 1 at the net, 7-1. A comprehensive win for Lindsay Davenport.